meow, meow, meow. Oh, slap some tunes in there. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another stream. Got Mr. Hayes in the house.
Yo.
If you guys are new, in the morning we come in, we outline the market, see what the interaction between the Asian session, London session is, see what we can do going to New York. At the beginning of the week, each week we come in here, review the price action that we saw during those daily outlines. Let me see what we can do going to next week. Take a look at the important levels to watch for and take a look at some crypto, which is now. We had some good calls over the weekend, but nothing big right now. Nothing big. And then we also take a look at some stocks, which we just scanned through some. There's nothing that really looks that great going into the end of the month here. So we'll probably just take a look at the sectors and see what we got. So let's take a look at NQ first. Let's see what we had during this whole week over here. Okay, let's start with Monday. If I had Monday had not. Oh, that's right, because Monday we'll have Tuesday. What fucking Tuesday is this? Is this supposed to be Thursday? I'm tripping the fuck out. Where's my shit? What the fuck? What? Is there nothing in here? Oh my god, I'm going crazy. There we go. This is where I want to be. There we go. Okay, this is the price action that we want. There we go. So Monday, I was like, why didn't I have anything right? Okay, Monday over here we come in. So we look at the interaction between Asia session and London session, right, and see what we can do going to New York. So initially we opened up, had a huge gap down. Price kind of remained below the Sunday opening level, which is around this area right there. So you can see how price is getting below it. We're tapping into our 12-hour level over here, breaking below it, tapping into another one, seeing a little bounce, not clearing the 50% of that Asian session, continuing to drop below. As we're hitting these levels over here, we see a little bit of reversal going into that New York session. At 9 a.m. we open up, we sweep these liquidities over here. There's that sweep, initial sweep, which gives us an idea for shorts. Take some shorts to the downside over here, bottom of the London session. Given that London session and Asia session had the consolidation and London session manipulating below that Asia session, we would see a potential reversal going to that New York session. So right here at 9:30 or 9:45, we sweep the previous 15-minute candle low. We also have a rising VIX, which typically gives us an idea that price wants to go to the upside. See a nice reversal. We continue and tap that London session high. And then that's Monday. Tuesday over here. Tuesday initially opens up. Right, we have this, where is it? Same thing as on Monday, right? Asia session consolidation above. London session breaking below, kind of just chilling over here. We can draw a projection off of this manipulation leg, so we get our standard deviation. So -5 lines up pretty closely with all of these levels up above right there, right? That liquidity. So going to that New York session, we could probably look at potential continuation to the upside, right? Or reversal to the upside. See a consolidation going to that 9 a.m. 9:30 we open up. At 9:25 we break through the top of this candle, which gives us a small inverse fair value gap, but this also forms this mitigation block slash order block, right? As this is the last down close candle before the change in price. Price taps back into it at 9:30. Tap, and then we continue to the upside, tapping into that London session high. So that could have been your trade, could have taken that high right there, but we took shorts on that day. Over here we form an SFP right at, what is this, 1140. So swing failure pivot, price is not willing to displace. We have an order block and a fair value gap right here. So off of this fair value gap, you could have taken a trade. Nice short back to the downside, at least into this original consolidation. Doesn't come down to the London session, but that does matter. We have our target set low. Wednesday session, We did quite an outline on this one. So rising VIX initially over here gives us a nice push into that Asia session as we kind of open below. Then London session opens up, sweeps the top of the Asia session. Then we also sweep the bottom of the Asia session, which typically going into the New York session gives us an idea that price is going to see a classic S&D day where price goes to the upside and then returns to the downside. Over here we also had Trump's speech. So as we were going into the session, I saw a little bit of a consolidation around that value area, right at the low of this London session. Price displaces over here at 850. We get a nice little run to the top, sweep this liquidity with a fair value gap that's formed. Price returns to it right at 9 o'clock at this new hourly candle open. This is when Trump comes on, and we begin that run to the upside. We're here at 9:10. We break through another level right here, form a fair value gap, right? At 9:30, we see a little bit of a return back down over here, right as 9:20 sweeps this London session high. We see a nice return into this fair value gap. The bodies continue to hold and respect. As we can see, we have no close below this fair value gap. So we get the continuation to the upside into these upper liquidities right there, and a retest of this previous weekly high level over here, or not previous weekly high, the Sunday opening retest we have on SFP gives us another return to the downside where you could have taken a nice trade, at least short or long out of it, back to the top. What is this? Thursday, similar thing over here, right? Asia session consolidation, London sweeping the low, then sweeping the high over here as we're consolidating at this 12-hour level, right? And we have this original consolidation on the 5-minute right there. So this 25,729 is showing us rejection, and price is not willing to displace through it. Could have taken shorts going into that London set or the New York session open, at least to retest the OTE of this whole session right there, or at least the London session, right? Which would have landed right at that 786 for you. So out of the 786, you can see you have a rising VIX. It's continuing to respect this original consolidation, as well as this level opening price. So retest of that gives us a nice, at least a little bit of a reversal to the upside. And then Friday, we come in here. What do we have on a Friday? Wow, that's a Friday journal. That's cool. Named Thursday or Friday. That's awesome. It's been retarded this whole past week. This is, yeah, Asia session consolidation, London session sweeping both sides. So going into New York, right? Typically going to see a sweep with the London session. We're here at 9:30. We open up, retest this original consolidation. We have a rising VIX, which pushes price to the upside. And then from here, that's where we end our analysis. So important levels to watch going into this week, right? Given that we had another gap down, price is kind of working on filling that gap right now. We're going to continue to monitor where price goes above this Sunday opening price, as typically, right, anything above this gives us a nice manipulation to the upside. Anything below this gives a nice manipulation to the downside. Over here, we've retested some, at least 50% of that previous weekly range, I want to say. Tapped, yeah, pretty close into the 50% of that range that held. We're now above the 1550, but continue to just kind of consolidate over here. So I want to see what they do. 12-hour levels wise, we just retested the 50% of the previous monthly range, and now we're staying below these levels. So 25,975. Wait, is that correct? No. 25,853 is going to be important. 25,803.75 and 25,729 going to watch those to the upside. If we cannot clear above these levels, we're likely going to continue to the downside, but just watching this as it is the last week going into the month. We have news every week. We also have FOMC Fed meeting on Wednesday, so first one of the year. Let's see what they do here. Other than that, that's all I got on NQ here. In terms of crypto, let's just look at the big ones. Bitcoin, USD, Coinbase. Last week was looking a little fucking rough, so this week is opening up above the closing price of that previous week. Can potentially tap back into this order block over here and then continue to the downside. Monthly has tapped into the monthly fair value gap, and we're below the 50% of that previous monthly range. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw an outside month on this. Thoughts? I like.
I like that a lot.
That's on Bitcoin. And then Ethereum. Ethereum is didn't sweep the top of this previous month, but we're still below the 50%. We're pretty close to the low of it as well. Weekly is looking just as grim as Bitcoin, so nice little bull flag right or bear flag forming down and then playing out right now. So let's see if this continues to the downside. We're still in this big old expansion. If we break this 2746 probably, that is likely going to push us to the downside, or 2800. Call it that.
Yep. Yeah, I like shorts from like right here, right now, off this monthly rejection on Bitcoin.
2800 on ETH will flush us below 2800.
I agree. I was gonna say too, we have tons of earnings this week.
Really? Who's got?
Yeah, huge. Like Microsoft, Meta. I posted it in the earnings channel. So we have.
Pull it up.
There's just tons, like Boeing, UPS.
Oh, oh shit.
RTX, Starbucks,
all the
AT&T,
big ones.
Yeah, Tesla. Now LRCX. Like literally everything. Yeah. MasterCard, Apple.
Microsoft, Meta, Cat, Apple. Holy fuck. It's going to be an interesting one. And a lot of financials too. I want to see how MA will do given that this is the MA chart on the weekly. This is monthly. Sorry, I've been looking at the monthly charts for here right now because we're nearing the end of the month. So I feel like a weekly is not going to be as appropriate as kind of to see what monthly wants to hit finally. Democrats.
Probably a good week to fuck off and like just watch the market with all these earnings. Let this week clear up, and then things should be a little more clear after that.
A little more clear.
Yes.
I guess going into next month for stocks, I'd be watching DDOG. This one had shown a really nice previous weekly candle, so this one has been pretty strong if you look at that one. DDOG. PG had a nice weekly candle last week, so I wouldn't mind a continuation on this one into the end of this month and into the rest of this quarter. So has some strong potential on it. And Pepsi Monthly. Pepsi Monthly has tapped into the OTE of its range, has tapped into the volume imbalance right there, tapped into the fair value gap that it has below. So I would not mind possibly an outside quarter on this puppy.
Yeah.
That's what I got on this one. That's pretty much all stocks that I've looked at and that look decent to me at least. Coke and actually now as well. NOW. This one has tapped into the 3-month CISD / order block, has tapped the 618 of the monthly range here, and last week has shown some nice strength, so wouldn't be opposed for this one to see a reversal out of this area. Do you have any stonks? That's pretty much all I have on stonks in terms of the ones that I was looking at.
I posted a huge, I broke down pretty much my whole watch list on Friday. Let's see here, let me just, did I like, I don't want to share too much because
Yeah.
people inside deserve the full breakdown, but just trying to see what my favorite ones were. I guess basically financials.
Mm-hmm.
I like shorts on all the bigger financials like BAC, WFC.
Yeah, BAC, WF as well, Wells Fargo.
Yep.
Or WFC. That one was looking grim on that monthly candle. We're about to get an outside month on it here, and it has a lot of just LR built up on the downside. I want to see a good example. This looks actually, if you look back at what is this, October 2014, That looks like the same thing that we had here on March 25 right there. The giant wick to the downside, then a little bit of a continuation to the upside, and then we had a flushy. That's what I would be looking for possibly over here within this area to see if they want to come down, retrace it a little bit, and then we can rip out of it. At least because this is just the first quarter of the year, just send this quarterly a little bit to the downside. Just send it down. We've been fucking cranking the hog on these fucking financials for a very long time. And even let's pull up the sector. Let's put a financial XLK, XLF. I mean, XLF right here. So XLF monthly chart. Also about to get an outside month on it. If we tap back into that $52 area, that's gonna be it's gonna be good to retest it, see. But if we break below that $52, there's a good chance we'll come back, at least retest this wick over here at 45. At least a 50% of that wick. Even the quarterly looks fucking no, it doesn't look grim, I would say, but we swept the top of that previous quarter, so this one wouldn't be bad. Look at that CISD retest, right? CISD retest continuation to the upside. This is what we'd be looking for. Probably somewhere over here within $39's $40 range. Wouldn't be opposed to that.
Consumer staples XLP looks good. The only problem is I always forget which ones are in each sector.
Which ones?
Like I forget what is in each sector.
Oh.
It's in consumer staples like XLP.
You know what you can do now? If you go into... So if you have the XLK or XLP, right? You said?
Yep.
Or is it consumer staples? So click on the little thing where it says State Street Financial Sector Spider ETF.
Yep.
So it will pull up all the stocks that are within it. It shows you top 10 holdings, and then you can just press into holdings under the overview, and it shows you every single stock that's in it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I just discovered that yesterday. I was like, oh shit, you can just look up these individually.
Ooh, that makes sense. KO, Pepsi are in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I like that. Costco, PG, yeah, all these look good for upside. I'm cool with that. XLP, up.
Yeah, XLP would be nice, especially Coke, PG. Those are top watchers for me this week to continuing into it and seeing where they want to take price, and Pepsi too.
Yeah, I love Coke. I guess that's one of my favorite ones. Hands down.
The AMT is AMT in consumer. What is AMT?
Yeah, CLX is in there. Love that one.
Oh yeah. Crank this
PG,
hog.
Coke.
See Coinbase, which is interesting that it's in it, huh? I'd love to see Coin just continue a little bit lower. I'll show you here, Coin. Go ahead.
I really liked that Microsoft weekly close. I know we talked about the monthly not looking great, but I wonder, I know you said earnings usually kills it.
Yeah.
But maybe this time's different. I don't know.
Maybe it's different. AMT, actually, that's another one that I'm looking at on the monthly chart. Monthly, quarterly. It broke below this little consolidation, had an SFP, and now we're just kind of working around this CISD. Love to see a close above it and continuation. This previous week was a little rough, but we tapped back into this daily inverse fair value gap that we had. So I'd love to see a continuation on it. Of course, it doesn't need to happen, but that's just what we're looking at here on the monthly. And you said MSFT. See that weekly? Yeah, that weekly wasn't too bad. Like that last day through that. Clearing this volume imbalance. Yeah, I got a CSD on the weekly. I'd be curious to see around that earnings time. It seems like those past two earnings, at least, we've just dumped. The one before that, we had a nice gap up. I think that's when they were announcing all of the AI shit back in April.
Yep.
So they got that AI deal, but all the all the ones before that also were red. So I wonder if this is like a good way for them to like get everybody up in there, and then retest this original consolidation that they have going on, then possibly dump it from there. But I also wouldn't put it past them to just make this into a Rising 3 like that. Looks like a funny sideways cock right there.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Let's go look at energy, XLE, consumer, industrials, materials still look good, like low, and all of those utilities. XLU utilities could kick up. I want to say maybe going into these winter storms, considering how slow of a winter we've had so far. But I wouldn't mind seeing a kick up in these guys. In energy. XLU. Real estate. Communications. Communications have also been looking. But like tech, XLK. Tech, healthcare. XLV healthcare has a SFB right now. Financials, yeah, but financials look rough. Consumer discretionary still look decent, and consumer staples still look good. That's all I got here.
Yeah, it's looking sparse out here.
Looking sparse out here.
Yeah, in the end of the month, just gonna be mid.
Yeah. Which we're gonna come back at the end of this week. We're gonna take a look at everything. We're gonna do a big review. See what we got going on here.
Communications still looks okay.
Huh?
I was just saying communication looks okay.
Yeah. I wonder, like, if there's any good, like, mining companies to look into.
Like Bitcoin mining or actual mining?
Like, actual mining.
Precious metals.
Barrick B. Barrick, holy shit. I'm fucking cranked. Barrick mining, holy shit. That's a fucking cranker. Venom, Newmont. Yeah, makes sense. They're already fucking cranking. Holy shit. So many have gone already. A lot of these. Those are good charts.
Yep.
HL, Helica mining. God damn. That's insane. These weeklies. It's like going from fucking $8 to $30. Insanity. And keep a good eye on these fucking things.
Yep.
See where we're going, see what we're doing. I'll probably do it, huh? For today, for tonight.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no reason to force anything. I don't really.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Just like crypto shorts, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Keep tuning into our streams if you guys like them. Keep sharing them. If you hate them, don't share them, don't show up. But we love you regardless. And we thank you so much for being here. So tell your mom about us. Tell your dad about us. Tell your friends about us. We'll be here every morning. I think we say 250 viewers. Let's get that by April 1st. That'd be funny. April 1st, 250 viewers. We'll, I don't know, I'll show you guys my new tracksuit. It'd be cool, I think, for everyone to see.
Pretty proud of it.
I am proud of it. Just like morph to my body. So come check us out. Go check out Mr. Hayes, that Hayes Beats. Get him to 3,000 followers. We'll do a lifetime membership giveaway. Check out the Paper Traders, www.papertraders.io. Go check us out, see what we're all about. Come hang out with us. We're going to revert back to just doing these streams on a daily basis. See where it leads us. We're going to do in-depth analysis. I want to do more of like focus on actual, trading, seeing what my process is, just to help myself too a little bit. And we'll show you guys executions, not live, but we'll show them afterwards. So we're being as transparent as we can be. Other than that, we'll see you on the next one tomorrow morning. Be here or be a queer. Peace out.
Peace.